Hi, I'm Dr. Samuel Cooper of North Endicott Chiropractic, and today I want to speak about the fact that we are a look-ahead species in a look-down society. What does that mean? If we look at evolution, it happens over tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of years, not over years or decades. We spent most of our evolutionary history as hunter-gatherers. That means we were looking around, what am I going to hunt? What am I going to gather? What's going to hunt me? Sometimes we looked down, but sometimes we looked up. And when we ate something, silverware was only invented 850 years ago, which is nothing in evolutionary terms. So we had a big hunk of something in front of our face. Today, the average modern American sleeps on two pillows, pushing the head forward, goes down to breakfast, reads the newspaper and shovels food into our mouths, or is looking down at our cell phones while shoveling food into our mouths, gets in the car, and most of us, at some point, we get to a traffic light. Now, the roof of the car is here, and the traffic light's way up there. So to see the traffic light, we put our heads forward, and when we're past the traffic light, very few of us put our heads back, so our heads are forward like this the whole time we're driving. We get to work. Most of us are looking down at work all day. We're looking down at the broom we're pushing, the assembly line, the keyboards, the papers, whatever we're doing, most people are looking down all day long, the cutting boards in the kitchens. And when we go home, time to cook dinner. Don't want to lose a finger, so when you get out the chopping board and you're cutting up your vegetables for dinner, you're looking down. And when you're stirring your pots and pans, you're looking down. And when you're eating with your knife and fork like civilized human beings, we're looking down. And when it's time to clean up for dinner, you're looking down at the dishes and the surfaces that you're cleaning. And when you're finally done and it's time to relax, and we go into the living room and we lean back in the Barcalounger, and the TV is not way up there on the ceiling, but it's somewhere over here, so we look down for 2 or 3 more hours, and then we go upstairs and read ourselves to bed. And in between, all day long these days, people are looking down at their cell phones and text messaging and looking down. And so what does this do to us? Well, the neck is supposed to have a circular curve in it, front, back. And when we have that circular curve, 70% of the weight of the head, which is the weight of a bowling ball, is on the pillars. And only 30% is on the discs and bodies. When we look down all day and we lose that curve, almost all the weight is on the discs and bodies. So the result is there's almost none on the pillars, almost all of it on the discs and bodies, and they wear out. They degenerate, they bulge, and they herniate. Now, when they bulge, they can go like this, even though this is a lumbar. It happens the same in the cervical. They can go like this and press on the nerve. They can herniate, they can bulge, and they can wear out unevenly. And as they thin, the body lays down more bone where there's more stress, and you get bone spurs that can close in on the nerves. And that will affect the function of the body, because every cell, tissue, and organ in the body is totally dependent on the messages from the brain to go through the spinal cord. And what is the brain-body connection? It's your neck. So if your brain-body connection is blocked by misalignments or subluxations that are causing uneven wear and tear, degeneration, bone spurs pressing on the nerves, discs pressing on the nerves, you're not getting as much communication between your brain and your body. These messages from your brain to your body are designed to regulate and coordinate all of your movements. It's to tell your body parts, don't just lie there and be dead, do something to regulate and to coordinate. If we're not getting this, yes, you might get numbness and tingling. You might get pain down an arm, or in the case of the neck, it's down an arm. But that's only the tip of the iceberg of your problems. Your major organs may not be getting all the information they need as well. So what is done for this? Well, unfortunately, Many people go in and they get a surgery where their neck is fused, and that might take care of one level, but it doesn't take care of the overall loss of curve. That means that another level is going to go after that. Some people will get some spinal decompression therapy to pull it apart, but that does nothing to put the weight back onto the pillars and stretch the ligaments in the front more than the ones in the back. The ones in the back actually need to contract. So the long-term answer is to learn to use your body smarter, which I teach all my patients, of course, to learn the mirror image exercises that will help strengthen putting a good curve back into the neck, and also sustained force over time to stretch the ligaments in the front and allow the ones in the back to contract, so that when your muscles get tired, the ligaments are still holding things in place. I'm Dr. Samuel Cooper, North Endicott Chiropractic. Check out my webpage, northendicottchiropractic.com, also on Facebook and Instagram.